everyone! I am so excited to show you this video. I have partnered with JDiction to try their ResinCrete, which is an eco-friendly crafting solution. And as I am recording this after the fact, I can tell you for sure this is not the last time you're going to see this product because I love it. So let me show you what the complete kit includes, and then we're going to try absolutely everything in here. I was quite surprised to see that the kit included so many things. Even these little alcohol coloring bottles, well, I think they're alcohol, and sandpaper, and the mixing, what are they called, containers. Basically everything you need to start playing. So here is a close-up of all of our new toys. I will tell you more about this product soon. However, let me just start by saying, because this is awesome, that everything you see here is both eco-friendly and safe. So let's take a look first at the molds that came with the kit, although I got even more. Oh, listen to this. That's not Bruno. I actually looked around for the cat, but then I realized. So molds, we have this beautiful heart shape that has some very nice angles inside here. Then we have this amoeba, I'll call it. I think it's like a glass coaster maybe, and it has some other areas we could potentially use. And this little flan, it's a little bigger than the other, so we might save it for a future project. Then we have the paint, and as you can see we have 5 colors, primary colors, so we can mix them into new ones. Let's take a look at the bottle. Seems quite clean and easy to use. I find these two a bit confusing. I think one of them is blue, or maybe the other one is green or black. We'll find out soon. And then we have these cups, measuring cups, although we're going to measure by weight, not by volume. Times ahead. And we have a little cup, what is this, a spoon to take the resin out of the bag. And the product comes in this bag, which I like playing with. It's actually a powder, and you have to mix it with water. Super easy, it's 10 to 3. We will talk a little bit more about this, so don't worry. And the best part is that you don't even need to use gloves because it's all safe. So that was everything that was included in the kit. Additionally, I made some purchases. I had to control myself actually. We have this little pony, quite a chubby one. We have these more little ponies, little heads of ponies, and a couple of very small, perhaps too small, leaves and flowers and butterflies. So we're gonna try, I think, all of this. Yeah. Okay, let's get started. Alright, so our first project is going to be this beautiful heart, and I'm going to show you how you can mix the product. So we're going to get, let's take a look, the base from the bag, and then all we need is some water. So to be honest, when I got this, I wasn't sure if it will be a liquid or a powder inside. It's a powder, which actually makes things quite easy. And we're going to first weight. Like I said, this is not by volume. Well, that will matter in the water, but in this case, we're going to weight the base. We're going to go for, what was it, 30, I think? Let me see. Oh, 40. So I'm going to do some cross multiplication, or regla de tres simple in Spanish. And what you do is you multiply 30 by 40 and then divide by 100, like in a crossy line, and 12 is the number we need to aim for the water. So we have the 40 for the base. And now we're going to get 12, so we reset the scale and add 12. Oh, that wasn't too bad. Okay, and now we mix them together. Now, this resin cures really fast, which is absolutely awesome because you get to see your results almost immediately, but it also means that you don't have as much time to work. I mean, you do have like 5 minutes, but if you're anxious, that might not feel like a lot. So you have to mix it for between 60 and 90 seconds, basically until it looks smooth. So let's now pour. This is my first ever resin pour. And there it goes, filling in the heart. I am a little nervous, but I think I did the right thing. Well, I know I did the right thing because I'm recording this. Then shake it a little bit so the bubbles go out, and we wait 30 minutes, more or less, 20, 30. I did 30 just in case. And now it's time to demold, unmold, take the shape out of the mold. But I will show you the actual audio of this moment. So yeah, I was amazed. This is so smooth. It actually feels like porcelain. Like, it's incredible. So I knew this was like the beginning of a romance. Oh, here you can see me touching and playing with it. It's really, really soft, really nice, and it sounds great. Feels great. Let's do many more. Okay, so our second project is going to be these beautiful mini leaves. Like I said, I think they are too small, but we have to try because I've never used anything like this. So we measure again. In this case, I'm going to use less resin than usual. Then we just add the water. It's very little water with it, so I used a pen. There are better ways, but I'm not very precise. And now we can mix the two together. And we're going to try these inks that came with the kit. I'm going to do, oops, sorry. I'm going to use some green, and yep, it is green. But I just don't know how much to use, so I'm going to start with a very small quantity, which is kind of almost exactly the background color. A little more, maybe. And I love how, because the resin or the material is white, you get these beautiful pastel shades you're going to see in the other projects. Oops. This is completely fine because it's non-toxic, so you just wash it off with water, which is great for clumsy people like me. And this is my first tiny pour, as you can see. It's a disaster. But very forgiving material too. You can just take the leftovers out. So yeah, you probably shouldn't do this, be better. But this is what it looks like after about 30 minutes. Time to unmold, demold, and we have our leaves. Actually, let me change the background so you can see them. And I think they look amazing. I mean, the mold is very detailed, it has all this texture. So in this case, obviously the leaves are not going to be super smooth because the mold is textured. But look at the back, look at that. Oh, it feels so good to play with that. Anyway, I think successful second project. Next one. Okay, so now we're going to try one of the molds that came with the kit. So we're going to measure 50 and do our cross multiplication to get the result. Like I said, it's a 10:3 ratio by weight, and you mix it for about 90 seconds to get a lump-free blend. Then you can add the color, or you can pour and then paint on top of it. So very easy, and to be honest, lots of fun. I love doing this. It honestly feels great to know that this crafting material is not going to burn my skin or any of those things that can happen with the other stuff I use for restoration. Oh, look at that mix. It's so satisfying. So yeah, super easy to use. Actually, anyone above 13 can use it, and it's all like mineral extracts and water, so very little environmental impact. Anyway, let's pour. And oh, look at that color. The reason I love My Little Pony so much is because of the pastels, and yeah, like I said, because the resin is white, you get these beautiful pastel shades. So we do a little tap tap tap, jiggle, and 30 minutes later, let's unmold. I did some little flowers too because I had extra material. I did lots of little flowers, you will see them at the end of the video. And now unmolding the coaster, the amoeba, star amoeba, and oh, it's so great. I think this mold in particular is my favorite because it's the perfect weight. And here are some extra decorations of my amoeba. I'm sure you can come up with better things, but let's keep playing. And it's time now to try some unicorns. So this is my collection of mica powder, shiny stuff that I rarely use in projects, but I intend to. So we do another little mix. I'm going to do 40, I believe, for this project. We do the mixing again. Like I said many times, really easy, really fun. I'm going to add some inks. In this case, I want to do like not a rainbow, what's it called? Different shades of pink. So we're going to start with a very light one. I'm going to fill in one of these unicorns. And then we're going to keep adding other stuff to see what we can do with this material. I had so many ideas when I was planning this. I decided to go for simple things because this is the first time I use the resin. I don't want to mess up. I think you need a solid foundation and then you can grow from there. Look who says this, the person who is always trying things without reading. But in this case I followed all the instructions. So we started with the pink, then a slightly darker pink, now shinier pink with some yellow, orangey. And then we're going to add some of this mica powder. Unfortunately, I will tell you now, you can't see it too much. I'm not sure if it's because the powder comes with like tints, like colors already, and the color diluted. But it doesn't look too shiny when you see it in there, and it doesn't look too shiny in the final result. We will see. So I made another like marmolated one. I don't know if that's a word. Marbled, and one left over mixing whatever colors I had left, which ended up being kind of, I don't know, green brownish. So let's unmold. Oh, this is my favorite part. That one had some extra because I was shaking the mold too much, but the material is actually like really strong and great. And here are our little ponies. I was thinking these ones maybe we can like make a hole and turn them into Christmas decorations or necklaces. So much potential. I want to try so many things. But let's do one more test. And now it's time for our next, well, last project. We are going to try this massive unicorn mold. So let's do the same thing we did before. We mix the material. And I was thinking about what color to use for this unicorn. I think because it is a pony, we're going to go for some pastel again, and I'm going to try to create a lilac, purplish lilac. We'll see if I can achieve it. Oh, this part is already so satisfying, and I have never mixed inks like this, so it's really nice. Decided to add a little more red to make it a bit warmer. And here is the mold. You can't really see much from the mold itself, but you will soon see what it actually looks like once it's done. I wasn't sure how much material to use, so I had a little bit extra, which I promptly used to fill in these butterflies and some, I think one more leaf, yeah. Although, like I said before, these are quite thin molds, so maybe they're not ideal for this type of material. We'll see when the results are ready, so a bit shaking to make sure it goes into all the little holes. So let's see the results. Here is the leaf, like the other ones, beautiful, a bit better with the pouring I think in this case. Butterflies, not so good with the pouring, but they look quite cute. I have some plans for the butterflies. And let's see the big mold. Oh, I also really like this part. There is no stickiness to it, that is great. Oh, and by the way, I should mention that this material is actually not just heat-proof and durable and has no bubbles, but also it's food safe. So you can use it for plates or mugs or exciting. Here are all my creations. Okay, so what do I think about this product? I love it. Honestly, I can't wait to do more things with it. My favorite thing about it is actually how smooth it feels. It's like porcelain. It's beautiful. But also the fact that it's eco-friendly and that it's very safe. You saw how it went into my hands and it's all fine. You can just wash it off with water. So I can't wait to actually paint these. I might upload them to the Patreon just because the algorithm on YouTube. But I plan on painting all of these and making other things as well. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Please look at the description to see more safety information and where to get this product. And I will see you in the next one. Have a great week.